Joe Cardinale with us right now, the retired New York Police Department lieutenant. Joe, we always have to talk under these circumstances. I'm always grateful for that opportunity, but reminded that this stuff keeps happening, doesn't it?
It sure does, Neil. What a shame. I mean, just to listen to that mother, it's heart-wrenching. And what is it going to take for the governor to recall him? I mean, we've spoken about this in the past about how police officers lose their indemnification, and yet the DAs and the judges, because they're elected officials, are indemnified from these things, and they can do whatever they want. They're never held accountable for that reason. I think if the shoe were on the other foot and they did take that indemnification away from both the judges and the DAs, I think you would see a different tune by them, because right now they could do whatever they want without any repercussions.
You would think that the way voters booted out the San Francisco DA, it was also considered very soft on crime, that people would be responding, the governor would be responding, certainly there would be pressure on even Gascon supporters responding that this isn't worth it. But we don't.
No, they don't. And the governor should step up to the plate and remove him. Because if anything happens in between now and then of a recall, other than the governor removing him, and something else happens, that's on his hands as well. I mean, he really needs to take action. Enough of this political nonsense, and do what you have to do. Be the governor and protect all the people of California, including the men and women in blue and their families. And he's not doing that either, because he can easily step in and stop this, but they don't. And it's this big political machine that just keeps rolling across the country without any regard that we have to, suffer the consequences all over the United States. This has to change.
It's not, though, to your point. I'm just wondering what kind of a summer we're in for.
If it's any indication of what we're seeing over the weekend, it's going to be a long, hot summer, a deadly summer. And the cops are going to be worked like they've never been worked before, because they're understaffed, as we have spoken about many, many times, understaffed, underappreciated. They're never appreciated, and they need to change. Listen, we need to get back to the days of good law enforcement, good days of the public having the trust in the police department. But when politicians take that trust away from the police department, and the public sees that, the politicians back it up, that's where we have a big fault. And that's where we have to, get rid of that divide. All right, and get rid of these politicians and let people step up to the plate and do what's good for everybody, not for them and their political needs.
Lieutenant, always good catching up. And you're right on this. This transcends politics. I mean, people really don't necessarily focus on inflation when they're scared out of their lives. Joe Cardinale, the retired NYPD.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.